Right. I'm like crazy tired at the moment. Okay, I think the stream is going. It says 3 out of 3 should be good to go. And just have to make a few small changes on the YouTube side. It shouldn't be an issue. It's been a few days since I've last streamed, and I've just been busy with work and just out and about and all that stuff. So yeah, it's you know it's going. Magic, the Gathering. So we're streaming to both YouTube Shorts, and also Twitch. And I kind of have a shared chat between them too, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I'm paying $20 a month for the ability to do this, but I mean, it's something. It's kind of cool. I got that going for me. It's kind of cool. Okay, where are we starting off from? What's our deck look like? Quest decks, blue, black. And I have to change this over to shop view so you guys can see. So we're kind of working with whatever the game gave me initially. So most of it is just kind of very basic stuff, like lands. I have 32 lands. Oh right, 100 cards. Never mind. We got a few rooms. We got some random stuff like this fairy that could probably be cycled out. Excuse me. We can fill this with different cards. So, yeah, it's just kind of a hodgepodge of both blue and black. There's no real theme to this, other than some of these cards are useful and some of these cards can be replaced. And I kind of have a high mana curve currently, so we need cheap cards to replace these expensive ones. So let's get rid of that one, the one I was talking about just a few moments ago. I'm going to replace it with a Boggart, a 1-mana creature. And we kind of do want to just drive the cost of the average cost down. So this guy's fine because he gets cheaper whenever there's stuff in my graveyard. This guy's interesting because he can warp in. This guy's kind of expensive, but he does have good stats. Circle of Power. This Void thing never really comes up, honestly. River's Rebuke is kind of a win button. Meat Locker may not be all that good at the moment. If I had more enchantment-based cards, I would probably run this, but let's get rid of that. And let's see if we can find something to replace it with. Something cheap. Engine Rat. Spiderbot. Cryogen Relic may actually be pretty good. It kind of accomplishes the same thing as that thing I just removed, and it also gets me card draw at the same time. Kind of does all the things that previous card did, except not as well, and for cheaper. So that's okay with me. So save this. Go back to home. I have to swap the view for the vertical watchers. And we're going to go ahead and choose a duel and see what we can come up with. Red 13 Proud Warrior, that'd be an interesting fight. That'd be red, right? Well, we'll see. And swap the view again. Hopefully that doesn't look too bad. Red green is what he is. Vigilance, Trample. Vigilance and Trample. Return a target aura or equipment card to your hand. This is a not part of the normal Final Fantasy set. It's actually an extra card from the add-on set. So I don't know much about this one. guess it's an aura equipment based deck. I'm gonna mulligan. That's not enough mana. I can work with this a little bit better. Get rid of cornered by black mages because I need too much black mana to make that happen. Elixir is nice. It allows me to like bring back a bunch of cards all at once. 1 mana of any color, spend the mana only to cast Phyrexian creature spells. Target 1/1 gets 2/1 until the end of the turn. What if that counts as being modified? Hero's Downfall, okay. Well, there's only one thing we can cast, so let's go to get that out. Start your engines at max speed, exile this card, and bring it out of your or take it out of your graveyard. He killed my fucking shit. What's this do? Until the end of the turn, when this dies. Oh, I was looking at that wrong. Okay. Gearbane Orangutan. I've never used it to actually destroy a different person's artifact. I've always used the sacrifice and artifact side of it. This is actually a pretty good card if you're running weapons manufactory, which spawns a lot of artifact. Oh, that has reach. Well, at least we had a card to deal with that. So, max speed. That has trample and 0/4. When he enters the battlefield, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards, equal to the number of instant sorceries. So he did not discard any instants or sorceries. That's unfortunate. My speed is up to level 2. That's good. I can sacrifice this guy to counter an instant or sorcery, by the way. So if I see that he's about to like throw something my way, then I can counter it. It's 5 damage coming towards me, that's not good. Yeah, here we go. Mega Flare. So I could just counter this. And that should get rid of that Mega Flare coming at my face, which is Naisu. Naisu Arasu. What's the cost of this thing? For 5 mana. Alright, I'm gonna unsummon him. Probably not a great target for that, but it's a scary card. I'm at max speed now. Getting a lot of blue mana. Draw a card, discard a card, put a 1/1 on this creature. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Discarding the land. I don't need more blue land, I need black land. That's unfortunate. We got River's Rebuke. That's actually pretty good. Do we have enough mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yeah, I got enough. So I can use that to kind of put an end to everything he's got going on here. I could take this hit. And then I just... Oh, okay, I didn't counter right. Alright, choose myself. I'm gonna put 2 1/1 counters onto him. Or 1 1/1 counter onto him. Got him out to block. We're chewing through his health, but like he's got more board control at the moment. That's about to change though. So like this guy needs to be blocked. What is this? Gatekeeper? Whoops. Didn't know I could just right click that. Okay. Gatekeeper Malachi, or whatever his name is. player. Oop. Mana cost is 6. Okay. As you can see, his board just wiped. That just returned everything back to his hand. Super useful. Okay. And as he throws more things out, I can have him sacrifice stuff and kill stuff on my own. So, I Hero's Downfall this. And then I would kick this and have him do that, but I kind of messed up. Coming out, Ultimecia. We're gonna put both those cards into the graveyard. We don't really need them. I still have too many cards. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield or a spell was warped this turn. Okay. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield, that includes if they sacrifice, right? Just could kill them. Okay. And then I do this. And they took 2 damage, okay. Do this. And then I do this. Kick that back into his hand, okay. So I can use this again. Alright, that's looking good. Continue chipping away at his health. I'm not gonna attack with Ultimecia, otherwise he would just kill me. I think he exiled my entire graveyard just now. It was unfortunate. Which is very unfortunate, actually, because I could have used some of those cards to fossilize or defossilize. I don't have enough for that. I can block that. Cannot block that. I can't attack this turn. Getting a little bit of lag, that's kind of surprising. Okay, he didn't attack, that's good. Still has 1 card in hand, so I'm just going to pilfer him. Then I'll do a magic pot. That and that would be able to block 1. This would be able to block the other one, so I can attack now. He's down to 2 HP and no flyers, by the way. There's red 13. He doesn't have haste. I'm gonna create a wicked roll and attach it to my flyer. Then that first battle was like real close. It was real close. I don't think the whole text on the on this screen is working out, so I'm just gonna maybe move this down here. Sorry, I'm moving a few things around on the vertical stream. The screen is kind of an awkward size, if I'm being completely honest. Like the converting a this landscape ass view into a vertical view is kind of awkward. I tried booting this game up on my phone, by the way. Yeah, there is a phone version of this. And it actually worked very well and all that stuff. And it was formatted in a way that made sense. It was actually very possible to play this game on phone. Pretty cool to see. What's on top of my deck? Code transmissions, okay. And this, you can plot it for the cost of its mana. Okay. Probably should have attacked. This is that draw 2 cards, lose 2 HP unless you warp, or, you know, kill one of his things. What's on top? Combat tutorial. I do actually like that card. We're gonna plot it, actually. So let's see if we can plot it. So now it's plotted. And now I can just cast it, right? I can just cast it, right? Maybe next turn. Maybe next turn. Okay. I don't plot things very often. Getting some, like, input drops. Okay, it was next turn. Okay, we're gonna put that onto the rat. Plotting just makes you pay the mana cost up front, and then after that you can just cast it the next turn. So, like for example, now I have Unsummon plotted. And let's go ahead and plot Gold Pick. I can only do it once per turn, apparently. What is this? Whenever another creature you put in the graveyard, put a 1/1. Okay. Cancel that. Cancel that. Don't know why I wasn't able to attack there. Fight rigging. Hideaway. Enchantment enters the battlefield. Look at the top 5 cards. Exile 1 face down. So he's going to start putting 1/1 counters onto his stuff. That's unfortunate for me. I could behold a goblin to do that. Let's go ahead and get the pick out. I actually really do like the pick. And what do we have here? Swamp. Okay. We're pretty close to being able to cast Ultimecia, right? I just need 5 mana for that. Yeah, he didn't block that. That's fine with me. In fact, I have 5 mana now. So Ultimecia comes out. I'm gonna put that into the graveyard and graveyard. We don't. So that's at the beginning of his turn. Got it. Non-land permanent, right? Don't have any way to tap this stuff. I'll still summon this. Alright, what's at the top of my deck? Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and plot that. So now I have Unsummon and Blightrot plotted. Let's go ahead and pop the Wrathful Raptors back into his hand. That way we don't have to worry about it. And Skullcap Snail is the next card we're going to be drawing. That's interesting. And I could just go ahead and attack using Ultimecia, actually. I kind of like both of these cards, so they're both going into my... they're going to stay where they're at. Cancel that. I can take the hit. Especially since now he's tapped. So I could just do this. Ooh. Cryogen, when you sacrifice it, you can put a stun counter onto a enemy creature. But they have to already be tapped, by the way. Let's get him to throw away a card. What did he throw away? He threw away Sentinel of the Lore. Yeah, that's a pretty decent toss. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped in, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. That could be good. We could probably trigger that using using the treasure token, right? So we could just do this. Cancel that. Yes, treasure tokens do count towards his 1/1s. That's good. That's good. We got that going for us. I don't really have what we need to block that, can I? Or do I? Unless we just sacrifice all these small boys. He can't block. Oh, yeah. What do I have in reserve? Blight Rot. Okay. I can't cast it on him. And I no longer can do the plotting, can I? If I attack with her, she's gonna die. If I attack with him, he's gonna die. 2 targets from a graveyard, target creature, you control, connives. We can do that to his graveyard, so let's go ahead and do that. We are going to go ahead and get that. And just keep buffing up our Mind Drill. Deep transmissions. What do we have in our graveyard currently? This brings back a creature, right? Yeah, creature. How many cards does he have in hand? 2. Well, let's get the flyer out. And we'll defossilize. Bring back the boy that can get stronger. And maybe next turn use River's Rebuke to knock everything he has back into hand. Mind Drill is so strong right now. He's an 8/8 because his threshold, rather, has been accomplished. Basically, threshold gives him just a bunch extra damage. And of course, we've got the pick on him and all that stuff too. Okay. Didn't attack, that's good. We're gonna rebuke him. So knock every permanent he has back into his hand. And then Alpha Strike him. And I don't need either of those cards. Okay, so you guys can't see it, but it's giving me an option between Lost Caverns and Duskmourn for my booster set bonus. I'm gonna go with Duskmourn because I do love me some Duskmourn. There we go. Okay. So, Waltz of Rage. Ooh, that's a pretty spicy card. The Kona. Miasma Demon. I don't think I've ever used that one. Too expensive. Up to that many target creatures get 2/2 until the next turn. Thrice Called. A lot of green. Ooh, Daggermaw Megalodon. It's too expensive to really play, but it has island cycling, so when you draw it, you can just use 2 mana to grab an island, and then you can resurrect it down the line. It's actually a really good card with like a resurrect or a dredging deck or whatever it's called. I think I already had this room. Given to violence is useful. Or just discard a card. Swamp cycling 2. Oh no, it's just strong creature. Decent room. Glassworks is especially useful. It's 3 mana to do 4 damage, but it's like it also counts as an enchantment, so it triggers anything that has to do with enchantments. I mean, it's not the greatest haul, but something. Also got 51 credits, which we will be taking into the shop next. And we'll be checking like for interesting Duskmourn cards there too. Whenever he attacks, Serval, I already have one of those. Splitskin Doll can be good if I'm going for a white thing. Enters. Target creature your opponent controls get -1/1 or destroy target creature that was dealt damage. Kind of expensive. Bats you control get 1/0. Gain Death Touch. Triggers once per turn. It's only really good in a bat deck. That's the issue with that one. Is this, yeah, I know what the card this is. This is a rat card, so we're buying it. Just in general, we like rat cards. This could be good too. It's an extra goblin. It's not very expensive either, so we'll take it. Hiding Blade, that'd be great to add. I already have one though. Power and toughness is equal to creatures in all graveyards. What? This card exists? For 2 mana? I'm gonna have to remember this card exists and start building card decks around it in Arena. Because that, I didn't know that card existed. If I'm being honest. I haven't really had much luck with the new set. A lot of like blight-based cards. Okay. So the deck editor. And who can we remove? Because I do kind of want that graveyard one. Ironically, defossilized could be a target. Actually, we may have a few too many lands, but we'll remove one of those unique lands. And, well, where was it? It was a weird one. How is it categorized? Well, we're adding Tithing Blade because I love Tithing Blade. Honestly, Circle of Power only works if I have a shit ton of wizards, and that's not something we have right now. We'll sort by set. I know it's, I know it's part of this set down here. I did buy that, right? I definitely bought that. Alright, spell shot. We'll save. You need 69 more credits to buy this. Oh. Well then. How much can I sell? What's the highest thing I can sell? Oh god, that's a really good card. I don't want to get rid of it. Moon Shadow we're not selling. We'll sell that one. Carbon Souls. Okay. Back into this. There we go. So it's a creature that gets more powerful the more creatures are in either graveyard, like both graveyards. Honestly, it can get really powerful really quickly. Is the real thing, especially if I self-mill. So, and that's something I kind of do already. So, I got creatures that benefit from my own creatures dying. I got a fair amount of like stuff to keep them from being able to do certain things still. Should I add? I could add Megalodon as well. We're at 99 cards, so I'm gonna have to remove something. Pilfer? No, that allows me to maybe run away together. Yeah. Where are you at, Megalodon? It's expensive to actually cast. It's definitely very expensive to cast, but it does have island cycling, so if I'm running into a problem with mana, I can always use that to get the mana that I need. Give into Violence is actually really useful. It gives me some lifelink for a turn, which could get me out of trouble. I use it in a horror deck that I have currently in Magic Arena, but I don't think I'm really using it here. It only really works if I have a lot of it. Okay. The Dark Baron, let's go for it. And I need to change, change the scene? Okay. 2 blue. I can kind of work with this. Let's go for it. There we go. We got Daggerfang and Vincent. Kind of a decent start. We just need the mana to support these. It's also a slow start too. What's his commander? Just dual commander? Is that what's happening here? Whenever another player loses the game, you gain life equal to that player's life total as the turn began. Partner. Both have partner. Yeah, he has a partner commander. That's not good for me. Let's get Phlegm Little out. And it looks like my next draw is going to be a creature. And next is Blightbot, which will actually be kind of useful. Past my main phase there. Let's see here. Can't block. Every creature gets -1/1. Kind of surprised that my guy is still alive. Each opponent dealt damage this game by a creature named Gall. Lost life equal to the amount of life you gain this turn. Well, we could kill him. I think I will. We have more than just that as a removal, by the way. Okay. What's on the top of my deck? A swamp. Cool. Kinda need a swamp here. Daggerfang will keep his commander from attacking for a little bit. Hopefully. Could have sworn I had a swamp on top of my deck. What's going on there? That's odd. Well. You're getting thrown out. We're gonna see if we can upgrade our boy here. Okay, now what's at the top of my deck? Fang, huh? Yeah, he's flying. So let's get him flying. What's the extra thing here? That's flying. X-proof until the end of the turn. Okay. No one else is flying, so I can just attack now. We're kind of at a disadvantage here, I'll be honest. Got some mana issues, that's gonna help. We could use Gatekeeper. No, we can't. I was gonna say to make him sacrifice something, but we don't actually have what we need for that. We could use Vincent to start just going ham on him. He has lifelink if he transforms. Mind Drill would not be enough. Let's do Vincent. And what's at the top of my deck? A swamp. Cool. Definitely need that land. And the extra card draw I'm getting from this flyer is helping. But he is chipping away at me pretty bad. Can make him sacrifice something. That won't do any good though. Does this have reach? Create a treasure token when it dies. Good combat tutorial, Vincent. That'll increase the amount of life he gains. Oh yeah, that might work. Okay, yeah. Okay. And I don't have enough mana to do this yet, but I'm pretty close. Get the barrier out. And we'll have Vincent attack, and we'll transform him. Now he's a 4/3. Being blocked, that's fine. Auto. That got me some HP back, and Vincent's already back. So if we do this, kick it, auto, and he will have to sacrifice a creature. Vincent got a 1/1 out of that. And I don't really have the mana for this. I need 7 mana to activate the Goblin Bomb. Alright. Vincent, you're attacking again. Just looking to stay competitive in terms of HP here. Take a treasure token. Another flyer, that's not good. We have 6 effective mana. This guy should only cost like... No, he still costs a fair bit. What? 1 less to cast for each artifact and creature in my graveyard. Did he exile my graveyard? He must have. Yeah, he had to have. Alright, time to get Ultimisia out. When she comes out, she has me surveil too. Grand, you go in the graveyard. And I'm gonna take this swamp. Attack with the Galleon Beast. We're staying competitive. You are going to die to these two. Yes. Okay, good news is I can kill whatever that is right now using the Goblin Bomb. Unfortunately, I was planning on using the Goblin Bomb on this flyer, but I had to use it on that 10-10. Both of these attack. Virus Beetle, nah. Summon Primal Odin, that might be good. He's eating my graveyard. I'm noticing that now. Eat that. Vincent will get a shit ton of stats. Vincent is going to transform. Desperate Measures is pretty good. Okay, now I'm starting to pull ahead. He doesn't have any more flyers, by the way. Correct that, he has 1 flyer now. 5 out of the 7 I need for Mind Drill. But this should be pretty cheap to get out. I cycled him. Shit. Alright, well. 2 mana. Let's go and get this guy out. I'm gonna attack with the Galleon Beast and Odin. He does have to actually protect himself here, otherwise he just dies. I might be able to do the extra turn. How expensive is it? 8 mana? I don't die. I don't any more mana. Galleon Beast is still alive. Odin is dead. We can defossilise Odin though. Clicked outside of the game. We'll choose him to destroy. And we'll Alpha Strike it, and that should end it. Okay, that was just the first round, by the way. Jesus. Oh, God. Alright, alright. Okay, we got better mana this time. We also have Apparition and River Pole. Counter spell, not return to hand. We'll go for Apparition first. Area of Thrall dies but a 1/1. That could be useful down the line. Let's do Apparition first. Apparition has Vigilance, which is pretty useful. save some mana for later. What is this? What the fuck is this? Your opponent can't gain life. Yeah, that'd be bad news for me, so I am not gonna give. I'm going to counter creature spell. Definitely need to gain life down the line using Vincent. We could put a Wicked Roll onto Erratic Apparition, but that won't really make it capable of killing, like blocking everything here. So we'll just get Vincent out. Wait, how expensive is that? I can do that. I can still do that. Yeah, there we go. We've done that slightly better. And we don't want to block this because Vincent won't come back right now. We could make him fly. That'd be funny. +1/0. Yeah, let's do it. Transform Vincent. Okay, got some HP back. We can... Let's go ahead and get this out. And what we're going to do is we're going to untap Vincent. Just to put on a scary face. I know I lost the flight, but I think it was worth it. That was like most of his freaking board right there. Alright, what's on the top of my deck? It is this guy, Warp. That's actually a pretty good combination of things, so we're gonna keep it. We're using Vincent for both life gain and just like general keeping enemies at bay kind of thing. Like zoning the enemy out. So we're gonna warp him in. He's gonna give some buffs to our boys, and then we're gonna do this, which will make his HP go down by 2 and give me 2 extra cards. We'll summon that boy in for real later. I think it's time to get our commander out. Undying Malice. Return to a battlefield with a 1/1 and an island. I kind of want both of these, so we'll just keep them both. You're flying, aren't you? Yeah. So we'll hold off. You can take the hit. Magic Pot. How many cards do we have in graveyard? Actually, 6. We almost have Mind Drill available. Let's attack. And we don't need Dagger Fang, and we could use the island. Okay. Throw that onto him. Hold on. There we go. I don't reorder this. The Dark Baron is becoming a problem. Guess we'll summon what we can for right now. The good news is the enemy actually doesn't have that many, that much HP left. We'll let him hit me this time. I need 8 mana for the time stop, right? Let's see here. No one else is flying. I'm doing 5 damage. What's the scariest thing? Probably this. Every time I do that, it gets a little bit stronger there. Did he double his attack? He did, didn't he? Okay, okay. Third round. Got the gold pick, that's kind of useful. I also got another piece of equipment. Uh, 2/2, as long as equipped creature has defender, it can attack as though it doesn't have defender. It's pretty useful. Let's rush out as much damage as we can while he's defenseless. This rate we may actually be able to get the Megalodon out for realsies. Actually, wait, 4? Okay, 4, 5, I can do it. Shit, fucked it up though. Megalodon has vigilance and a 5/7. It's actually really strong. Mill 2 cards? Let's go for it. What did I mill? Nothing too amazing. Okay. Attack with the dragon. And the Megalodon. Let's see here. Probably attack with Dagger Fang and then hit him with the Undying Malice. That'd be a pretty good move, I think. Okay, he didn't block it, so that's fine with me. A Thopter. I probably should get my commander out, though. Fountainport, definitely don't need that. Kinda don't need the island either. We're drowning in treasure. Okay. We'll throw that onto the Dagger Fang. So Dagger Fang is back, and the enemy lost 2 creatures. And at this point we could just Alpha Strike and that should be it. Nice. And we got 25 credits because we lost 1 match. That's unfortunate. And we also got Jace Reawakened, which is only 2 mana? Wait, what? I don't recognize that card. Hold on. I need to actually take a good look at that. Shop view. And we are going to go ahead and take a look at that Jace card. Sorry, like I can't really take a good look at it if I keep like scrolling over the wrong places. You can't cast this spell during your first, second, or third turn. Oh well, that's awkward. Draw a card and discard a card. You may exile a non-land card from your mana value 3 or less from your hand. If you do, it becomes plotted. Interesting. Until the end of the turn, whenever you cast a spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for this. That could be good. I mean, it's pretty flexible. The only issue is you can't cast it during the beginning of the match, which is, I mean, that kind of makes sense. That could be good though. And notice it says plot a 3 mana card, but it doesn't say pay the mana for that plotting. I don't really use Fang, honestly. It's very rare that her passive is a thing in this deck, so we're gonna put Jace in. Jace, you're up. Okay. Duels. Uh, 13 wins. Oh god. Oh yeah, we have 80 credits. Let's go take a look at the shop. Let's see here. Vampire, I'm not really interested in vampires, if I'm honest. 2 less to cast. If a card was put in your graveyard from anywhere in this turn, return 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. That's kind of anti-synergy for me. Rubber Belt. Oh, fuck yeah. Fucking love Rubber Belt. He's really good for certain decks. He has a lot of little things that you can do with him. You know that classic green card that's like Insidious Roots, that card, it could be triggered by just Rubber Belt. Like you don't need any additional cards, just Rubber Belt. Lifelink and Indestructible until the end of the turn. That's pretty good. That could easily be very good. So we're gonna grab that. Nothing from Duskmourn, that's unfortunate. Knight of Malice. Any player controls a white permanent. Could be good. When this enters, it deals 1 damage to any target. That's pretty good in Standard, honestly. It's pretty useful in Standard. It's kind of expensive to cast, but you don't necessarily have to cast it, you could just resurrect it. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets 1/0 and gains Death Touch until the end of the turn. Untap it and it's a crew. Whenever I attack. Does that mean that this has to be attacking, or just in general everything could be attacking? Either way, it is a blue-black vehicle I could use. Ooh, Lock. It's too expensive for me right now. Draw a card, discard a card. He has Death Touch and Lifelink. Lifelink has been kind of carrying me currently. All the Lifelink has actually been adding up pretty well. Goblin Berserker. Kind of expensive to cast. We'll sell that. Grab that lifelinky. Yep. He can also be my commander too, come to think about it. I saw something move on my on my stream. I just wanted to double check on that. Okay. So I could change out my commander to lock. Would that be a good idea? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Fang could be a commander too. So it's the difference between being able to do Omnicia or Ultimecia with her time compression and surveilling, or Locke's like ability. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Locke's ability to draw cards and discard cards, and Death Touch and Lifelink and all that. It's pretty cheap to get out. He's much cheaper than Ultimecia. But I do like the Surveil. It means I can hit threshold much faster with her Ultimecia's surveilling. The threshold's pretty important for a lot of my rats. I think I'm going to add Locke, but I'm not going to make him a commander. And we're going to replace a 3-mana thing of some sort. Water Spout hasn't been coming into effect. Mechanical Mobster is kind of anti-synergy. Does it exile? Oh no, wait, I can do it for an enemy card too. I can't see myself using Inner Demons. So we'll go with that. Another Final Fantasy card for us. And Captain Vargas Wrath, Milrium the Sentinel, or the Raging Tiefling. Let's go with a random opponent. And we'll have to like take a good look and see what they have. Random opponent means I don't know what I'm getting myself into. A Vampire Rogue. Other rogues you get have 1/1. Whenever one or more rogues you control and deal damage, that player mills a card for each 1 damage dealt to them. If the player mills at least 1 creature card this way, you draw a card. Well, that sounds like a custom card to me. And I did not draw any freaking mana, so we're mulliganing. Okay, that's a little bit better. We're gonna get rid of Pilfer. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Pilfer. How expensive is that card to get out? Oh, it's not a custom card. It's just a weird card. 4 mana. Okay. We have a little bit of anti-synergy between my Elixir and my this crazy nightmare creature I have. And we're gonna go ahead and mill myself. Let's see what we got. Ah, that sucks. I wanted some of those cards. That's fine. That's fine. I accidentally milled my freaking Moon Shadow. Was the main thing. Alright. Now we cast this. It should. It has some strength. Oh, there that goes. Take 2 1s. No, I have 1 1. With a 1 1. You may put the 1 1 onto a target artifact feature. Commander creatures you control have, whenever this creature attacks a player, if no opponent has more life than that player, this creature cannot be blocked. I've never seen a commander-only specific card like that before. I'm not too worried, currently. We're going to attack using this 1/1. Just to kind of peck at his health a little bit. Oh, there that goes. That's a 2/2. Well, we have a small problem, and that's the fact that he starts with more HP than I start with. He countered my... No, he didn't. Never mind. So he started with 40 HP, I started with 35, which is a problem. Destroy target, exile 2 cards from a graveyard. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna choose his cards. In Web, he was using one of those? Sure, he's winning the HP battle at the moment, but we should be fine in a few moments. There's his commander. He will be unblockable. Neither of those are helping me out here. He'll block that using his commander. I could crack my elixir. That would give me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 HP. Not enough to get me to the point where I need to be, though. Virus Beetle makes him discard a card when it comes out. It's pretty useful. We're attacking you using Ultimecia. We're gonna toss probably just the Long River. That's not good. Okay, we have enough mana to do the thing. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Get out is pretty useful, so we'll do that. This has me exiling a bunch of cards from my graveyard. I forgot about that. Get rid of that. And I'll just end up getting me killed. That's kind of okay, but nah. Wyvern can go, you can go, oh my god, so many. Okay, now it's my turn again. Ultimecia is now omnipotent, which means she has menace, she's more powerful, and yeah, pretty good. 1 or 2 target creatures you own back to your hand. So I could do virus creature, or virus, and this guy, maybe? So this and this. Thought so. And then I do get out on these 2. And then cast this. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. That was his commander. And then Virus Beetle to reduce his hand size. Yeah, looking pretty good. Looking much better. Oh shit, he still has a lot of flyers. And he had enough mana to bring back his creature. Okay, we got this. The cryogenic relic allows me to tap one of his creatures for a turn. I'm gonna choose the more powerful one. attacking. Drive down his HP. How many cards do I have in graveyard? A fair few. Exiled cards. Cannot play any of those. Okay. The issue is this guy has 4 HP. If he had 3 HP, I'd be attacking with this boy. I think I'll attack with him. Just to get him into the graveyard. Damage from generals. All opponents have lost. What does that mean? How did I lose? How did I win? It's 2 damage to greedy. 1 damage. Well, I'll just say that maybe he had some kind of weird relic out or something that made him lose the game. Only 1 mana in hand. 3 effective mana, 4 effective mana in hand. I can work with this. Toss the frog. Didn't I remove that frog? You can use Fountain Port to get a swamp to the top of my library. So the next card I pull should be a swamp. Yeah. Means this job select, so I can go and cast this. If I remember right, the way this thing works is it untaps something every time I attack. That's a 3/4 for 3 mana? Jesus. Oh, he doesn't untap. You have to pay to untap. Can be paid with 1 mana from a snow type. Does he have any snow? He doesn't. So he shouldn't be able to untap that come next turn. Could also make sure and just cryogen him, but I mean it's whatever. I don't think he's gonna be able to untap it. Gonna get the cryogen out either way though. Also crack the Fountain Port. Okay. So this will allow me to kick something back into his hand if I needed to. I could get a Thopter using this right here, and this can give me more cards, so I think I'll go for that instead. It's like fake vigilance. Thopter. Alpha Strike. Push it back to the top or bottom of his library. So we're going to put it on top of my library. Spend all of his mana on that. And instead of casting that, I'm going to get Ultimisia out. Primal Odin or that Goblin. We'll throw the Goblin into the graveyard and keep Primal Odin. Can't speak. Got to attack. I'm gonna hold on to Primal Odin actually. I don't need to throw it out immediately. I'm currently winning like crazy. So we're gonna keep trying to draw cards here. Probably not the best idea, but untap Ultimisia. Yeah, I like both of these. I mean, let's get Jace first. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Okay, we'll get Jace first. Jace and then swap. You guys couldn't see that, but I was struggling with the prompt there. Alright, Jace, you're coming out. Jace, you're gonna plot the that insect thing. The car. You're gonna plot the car. What did he kill there? Killed my Buccaneer, the guy who was drawing me all those cards. That son of a bitch. At least now I have something to do with that that car I just plotted. One of the reasons why I don't want to use Odin right now is because I don't want to blow up his Ironfoot. It's tapped anyway, so there's no reason for me to be like, hey, we need to kill it. Surveyor. Both of them can go in the graveyard, honestly. Got Vincent, nice. Okay, now we throw out the Odin, just to clear the way for the final attack. I kind of wish that these little prompts I'm getting, Bloomburrow or Duskmourn. I kind of wish that these little prompts I'm getting was able to be captured by the stream. Going with Duskmourn again. Honestly, it's probably my favorite set. So what did we get? We got Intruding Soul Rager. That's kind of good. I've seen that be. I've used that to good extents. You guys can't see this. Yeah, throw that. Intruding Soul Rager. Basically, it allows you to sacrifice rooms to ping enemies for damage, and also draw cards. It's basically once you've used up a room. At both sides of a room, you can use this to get more use out of it. And there are ways to continue using it. Chandelier is an interesting card. It's 6 mana to get out, which is the big drawback, but for 2 mana, you can put cards from a graveyard into the bottom of an owner's library, which is really interesting because it's it counters like resurrection-based decks. The only issue is it's so expensive to get out to begin with, and it also costs mana to do that. There's just cheaper alternatives compared to that. Much cheaper. Attacks another target attacking creature. Can't be blocked this turn. That could be pretty good. Megalodon. We just bought that. Damn it. Oh, and Tunnel Surveyor enters, create a 1/1 Glimmer enchantment token. Okay, that could be paired up very well with some blue cards. That one's just a disabler. I think I already had that one. Ooh, another rat. When this rat dies, you manifest Dread. Enchanted creature gets 2/2 and has Trample. That's useful. It has Flash too. Okay. I mean, some useful stuff in there, but nothing like groundbreaking. I also got 101 credits out of that, by the way, because it was a random. So, we're going back over to Shop View. We're going to take a quick look through some of this. Duskmourn. We're really focusing on Duskmourn, by the way. Under the Skin is amazing. I'm very tempted to buy that. Vile Mutator. Sacrifice a creature or enchantment. When it enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token enchantment, then sacrifices a non-token creature. I could resurrect him using a couple of cards. Attacking vampires you control have Death Touch and Lifelink. Oh, it's Foundation. Alright. We're gonna get this. We're also gonna get Under the Skin. I already have Under the Skin. Under the Skin's pretty cool because you manifest Dread, which has you choose between 2 cards, and the card that you choose goes onto the battlefield as a 2/2 creature with whatever it is being hidden, and the other card goes to your graveyard. And the second function of this card is you may return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. So essentially, you could choose the card that is too expensive, or you don't want to play or something like that, to go to the battlefield, and the one that you actually want to use to go into the graveyard, and then use the second part of this to bring that second card back. It's actually really good, and if you have the right support for it, it could be pretty damn powerful. Something like threats around every corner, which would also give you a land every time you do that. Or what the hell is that? Insidious Roots, which would, give you a creature as well for that. We're gonna take the Agate Blade Assassin because I like lizards, and lizards are very useful. If I want to go red-black, it'd probably be a lot of lizards involved in that. Hiding Blade. Fox. Grav Kill. No, I'm surprised I don't have that. It's too expensive to use. Exile target creature or spacecraft is kind of expensive in terms of actual casting the magic. Siphoner. When this creature attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This is kind of like one of the really powerful card if you have certain setups for it. So yeah, we probably want that down the line if we want to pivot towards a vampire style thing. Like here's one of the things that it pairs up with. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses life. Yeah, that goes real well with what I just picked up. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, this creature deals 2 damage to each opponent. Huh. It's like damn near a better version of the lizard that I usually use. I have a lizard that I sometimes use in Magic the Gathering Arena, and what that does is every time you cast 2 spells during a turn, it pings the enemy for 2 damage. The interesting thing about it is it also works against the enemy. So if the enemy casts 2 spells, it pings them for 2 damage. So it's kind of a soft, like, combo hate kind of thing going on there. Duskana, the Rage Mother. Well, that sounds like it's from Duskmourn, but I'm pretty sure that's not Duskmourn. So we're doing a random. What did we get? We got a unicorn? Lifelink. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain life from this turn, distribute up to that many 1/1 tokens among any number of other target creatures. Oh no. Okay, we got plenty of mana to start with. Got Pilfer as well, that's kind of nice. So we can immediately, like, take out one of their combo pieces. Okay, what do we want to throw away? So we got our Land Leeches, Pillar of Origins. A Super Mutant enters the battlefield or dies, return up to 1 target aura or an equipment card from your graveyard to your hand. That is incredibly similar to Red 13's whole thing. First Strike. Honestly, I think this Land Leeches needs to go. Has First Strike. And if it gets any 1/1s onto it, it'd be a problem. So, yeah, that's gotta go. Interesting. I didn't see any flying units in this thing, so maybe I could just get away with making a bunch of flying things. Or like powering up this flyer. So we're gonna make the Ghost Surveyor as strong as possible. I mean, it's looking good already. We got the 1/1 onto it and a conceited witch to make it even more powerful. Is that a 1 mana thing? Yes, it is. Now it's a 4/4. We don't have enough mana for that. Could get this out. Attacking does not cause him to tap. Interesting. Doesn't say anything about him not untapping or like he'll untap normally. His vigilance before vigilance was a thing. And take the hit. His unicorn is here. I could kick this out and return his unicorn back into his hand. What the hell is this? Creature or an opponent controls would die. Exile it instead. Shit. That's not good. I do have some synergies with it. Like Vincent Valentine's whole thing is like dying and coming back. He just put all my cards into exile. He did destroy the thing that was causing the exile as well. Remember, this land is tapped for mana and an additional 1. That's not good. That's not good at all. That'll be fine. We're actually kind of handily winning this because we have pretty much complete board control. Can't keep up with how much damage I'm putting up. I have an idea. Might work. We're gonna have to manually tap some mana though. What was this? 3/4? Okay. Oh, that was Desperate Measures. Fuck. I was thinking that was the other one. Alright, Scrapyard, you're coming out. And Scrapyard, you're blowing up his commander. Because we can't have that commander actually getting any value. That's not good. That's not good. Shit. Grew too hard. We grew way too hard. What would have felt better is if I had more land. That would have been good. And if I drew that card that bounces everything back into his hand, that would have been basically over for him. What's this do? Whenever you cast a spell that targets this, gain 2 life. That's not good. It's an easy way for them to get a bunch of HP. Does this have... Yeah. Okay. They have 3 effective mana. They lost life this round. Let's try attacking. And I thought so. One less for each artifact. So I should actually have enough. Okay. Make it flying and it should be a pretty good, like, counter to everything he's got. Don't really need more land. Right now, this guy's going to be acting as defense. Ooh, we can tap something forever. And we also have lock in here. Yeah, okay. We like both of those things. I'm gonna spend a treasure token to get an elixir out. And Sorceress is actually strong enough to fight. Okay, so what do we need to tap? Enters the battlefield, you may search. Enters battlefield, put a 1/1. In step, you gain life this, distribute. Has lifelink, that's the issue. That has lifelink. Heavenly, oh? Wait, what happened to that one? That's odd. Well, I'm gonna tap the commander that they have, so it doesn't have a chance to attack or defend. We're also going to exile one of his cards. See what he exiled. I mean, that's a pretty spicy card that he exiled, so that's good. And we're gonna Collector's Vault and toss that. At this point, I think we can start attacking using Ultimisia. I like both of these, so we're gonna keep both of them. I think he sacrificed his commander just now. If you would lose the game, instead of exile Golden Throne, and your life total becomes 1. 3 mana in any combination of colors if you sacrifice. This is a really good play by them. Oddly good play. Gonna put a Cursed Roll onto our flyer. Throw out lock. I took a good chunk out of them now. Unfortunately, that also means that their flyers can attack. No activatable on him. How much mana do we have, effectively? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have enough mana to do Ultimisia's thing. No, we don't. We didn't have enough... Shit! We didn't have enough cards in the background, is what happened there. Like, we couldn't exile enough cards to do that. That's my bad. Gotta pop that. Alright. First strike. Fuck. Extra fuck. That's gonna just kill Ultimisia. Am I annoyed about that? I mean, it kills the 7/7. And then we could just Collector's Vault. Okay. I see some sort of path forward. It's not very good, but it's there. Vigilance, too. Damn. The issue is he has Vigilance, Lifelink, and... No, he doesn't have Lifelink. He has Vigilance, First Strike, and Flying. Which means, If I try to attack using Lock, Lock is just gonna die. I could attack using Ultimecia. Oh, here we go. Unsummon him. Kick him back into the hand. And, using Treasure, I could stop him from casting it in the first place. I like both of these things. Well, I don't like land, but I do like Primal Odin. We have 12 cards in the graveyard now. So if I wanted to, I could time stop. Counter target creature spell. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about that vigilance flying first strike thing again. And now we have Odin on backup, just in case we need him. And we do not have the mana that we need in order to actually cast Time Stop. Do we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Alright then. Alright. We'll Alpha Strike with what we got, because everything they have is flying anyway. I like both of those things, so we're gonna keep them. Alright, Odin, you're coming out. Blow up that card. And then we Alpha Strike. Let's find auto. Golden Throne. It's Golden Throne. He still has Golden Throne. Zantetsuken is active on Odin, so they have to block him, otherwise they lose the game. And they don't have enough blockers to win either way, so we should be good. And I have Cruel Samrifuge, or whatever it's called, coming up. Yeah, that's one for me and one for them. Wow, that is such a weird deck that I'm fighting. Okay, Moonshadow, that's kind of cool. Early Moonshadow. Pilfer. Let's see here, they have Merfolk, a Monument, an Advisor. Trample enters with 3/1/1 counters on it. Whenever you cast a multicolor, put a 1/1. That sounds like a nightmare to deal with. So we're getting rid of that. Trample, and it starts with a bunch of 1/1s, and it gets more 1/1s. Yeah, that's just no bueno. Let me check something. Whenever one or more permanent cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere. Okay. So I could just do this. Yep. Got more powerful. Grab an island. Grab this. Okay. What is this? Silt Crawler. This counters instants and sorceries. Okay. Okay. We're just going to attack the flyers for right now. What is this? It's a creature. Okay. Ooh, we got the Somnophage. I'm gonna mill myself. What do we get? Only one creature. Okay. We'll chip away with them, with all the flying creatures here. Jeez. Jeez. Alright. Flop the water spout mage. I can't cast it right now. This would only be one, right? No, it'd be more than one. It'd be two. And we do have a problem. This is gonna get strong very quickly. He didn't cast any mana, that's weird. We're gonna use Scrap Compactor to blow up his commander. Also powered up my Moon Shadow. Draw a card and discard a card, that's fine with me. Didn't count towards Moon Shadow. I don't think it did anyway. Moon Shadow's almost as strong as it's gonna get. It's a nice way to get Moon Shadow stronger. Jace is actually working out pretty well there. Do we need that many islands? I kind of do need them. If we want a time stop, that is. Oh, they killed my shit. They killed my Somnophage. That's what they killed earlier. Still kind of worry about attacking with Moon Shadow. I thought Somnophage was like flying. Maybe I misread it. He had to cast a lot of mana in order to get his commander out because the commander got killed. Moon Shadow's as strong as it's going to get, I might as well attack. And I'm also going to attack using my commander. Auto that. Get Vincent out. I'll be honest, the loyalty like thing here isn't all that useful for me at the moment. It's just the ability to cycle my cards like that is the main use. Oh, I misread. That's my bad. Alright, we got murder. That's good. Let's go ahead and kill the commander. We are going to transform Vincent. There we go. It was a random bonus for 37 credits, random opponent bonus. So we got 76 credits. That's good. That's good. That's enough to buy a few cards. No packs, though. They didn't give me any packs. So let's go back to shop view and take a look at what it refreshed with. Couple of bundles. Glimmer Burst. It's only good if I have a lot of enchantment. base stuff. Exile target creature. Enchantment they control. It's just too expensive to use. Instants and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. Look at that, just in case. Just in case it's good down the line. I don't really use that many instants or sorceries though. Quite in the right colors. When this creature enters, mill 2 cards and lifelink, and it's a 2 mana, 2/2. Oops. I think I can read that. We'll grab that. I'll bet salvagers, excuse me. Whenever this creature or another creature or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So I get a drain every time like something of mine dies, essentially. Do we have this rat yet? I don't think we do, so we're gonna take it. Another rat for the collection. Feed the Swarm. Hey, I've used this, actually. This is a really nice card. Destroy an enchantment and lose HP equal to the enchantment's value. The reason why that's kind of useful is because the black in general doesn't have very many ways to destroy enchantments. Alright, so I'm going to sort by set. And we're looking for that 2 mana. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna add that and probably get rid of something. The issue is a lot of this stuff is actually pretty useful, except maybe Get Out. Get Out may not be all that useful for me right now. Collector's Vault, Defossilize. I think Get Out could probably be removed. The reason why Get Out is good is because it's really good in enchantment-based decks, like a lot of rooms and like a lot of stuff like that. But I just don't have that many rooms at the moment. We'll do a random opponent. If we win this one, we should get another like free set or like a free thing. Okay. We're gonna mulligan this because we only have 1 mana. That's a little bit better. We'll get rid of desperate measures. Oh, what's the commander for this? Oh. Vigilance. At the beginning of each end step, if a player lost 4 or more HP, you draw a card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana 3 or greater, it deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. That can be pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm also realizing I have no black mana. Oh no, I already have black mana. I don't have enough black mana. I really don't have enough black mana. Target creature gets -3. Oh, the Delicacy. Nice. That's a pretty good card. This card does a -3/3 onto a creature when it comes out. And you can sacrifice it to either gain HP or make the enemy lose HP. Super nice. Oh, there goes Moonshadow. And there's their commander. Should I get my commander out? No. I'm gonna kill their commander, make the cost go up for them. And we're gonna play a little bit defensively to begin with. What's the ability here? Shapeshifter. Whenever you attack, you create a food token for each player being attacked. Okay. Bringing out the sorceress. Mobster, nah. Yeah, we'll keep a swamp. We need one more mana for the time stop. We're pretty close to having the required amount of cards in our graveyard too. If we can't really attack, this guy has a thing that keeps him from, like, he has to pay mana every turn to keep this guy out. Interesting. Elixir or this guy. Not a big fan of this goblin, if I'm being honest. When it dies, it allows me to kill one of his creatures that has not very much HP. Or like power, I believe. He doesn't really have that much he can block with. We'll throw the derelict into the graveyard. Why can I not block that? Oh, this can't block, can it? Okay. Okay, we're going to attack using this boy. Okay, and then we're going to do this. That didn't work. Oh, right, because he doesn't have any attack power. Shit! I'm really screwing this up. And they're just chipping away at me. Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna kick this. Kick the Jinn back into his hand. Unfortunately, all I got was a swamp out of that. Or to use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So I'd get 9 HP back. He's making more soldier tokens. Alright, let's go ahead and crack that real quick. Kinda gave up on the dream of double turn, but whatever. Moon Shadow, pretty happy with that. Got that one back at least. Alright, I think it's time I start sending this guy out. Enough with the fucking soldier tokens. It's about to start sending all those soldier tokens directly at my face. Yep. Can only realistically block a few of them. Well, I'm smart. I'd actually block the things that are doing the damage. Jace. This may actually be kind of useful. It may distract the enemy, by the way. I fucked that up so bad. Okay. You attack. We need him constantly attacking, by the way. We get HP back. Alright, what's this? 4/4 Z flying? He sure is. It's maybe the end. Okay, first one didn't go well. mana. A little bit better. We'll get rid of him. Very blue start this time. He hasn't killed any of my stuff yet. I'm gonna go ahead and scrap compactor the thing he has out now, because my Buccaneer can actually draw cards if he hits the enemy. I thought he did anyway. I'm thinking of a different card. Probably get rid of that. Throw out the Goblin Bomb. What the hell are those? Gotta get 2 of them. Oh, anyway. We're gonna continue attacking because he does have to actually block. Okay. He would have to block with both of those in order to actually stop me there. Wait, does that one have 4/4? Wait, am I reading that right? No, it's a 1/1. Okay. Sometimes the freaking text on this is hard to read. Alright, Collector's Vault. Nice. It's kind of actually really nice. We're gonna toss out the Primal Odin. There's a chance I'll be able to use something to resurrect it down the line. Finally a swamp. We're going to go ahead and do this. And we will toss Undying Malice, I think. Yeah, they finally decided to actually defend. Okay. He gave up some HP to do that, didn't he? Deals 1 damage to each creature and player. Okay. Let's just go ahead and kick this out. And he will have to sacrifice the creature. And Mind Drill has 5/5 because I have 7 cards in my freaking graveyard. Okay. Nice. Second match went perfectly fine. I think this is enough mana. No, it's not. I don't have enough mana to do shit other than cast Gleaming Barrier. This is even worse, but I'm gonna have to deal. Okay, cool. We chill. One more swamp and I can get Phyrexian Arena out. Let's start with this Skittering boy. This is the one I thought. You can't be blocked if you've committed a crime. If you deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. So that's the one I thought it was last time. We'll attack because we have Menace. Hasn't used any of his mana. I'm gonna kill this creature. used any of his mana. I think he's getting mana screwed. He's definitely getting mana screwed. Let's make him get rid of a card. What card did he get rid of? Pretty nasty card he got rid of. Oof. I mean, I'm technically getting mana screwed as well. I really need some more black mana. I can warp this in. Put some additional stats on him. And then decode of transmission. I'll give me 2 cards and also make him lose some HP. Attach it to a creature. Okay. God, warp is so nice with the actual creatures that benefit from it. I'm gonna go ahead and use Phyrexian Arena. Need extra card draw, just in general. A unicycle. Interesting. And we're just going to... Well, I would Alpha Strike if I didn't misclick. Is it possible to undo? Not possible to undo what I just did. I think it's generally possible to undo like stuff during a turn, but not like going from one turn to another. That is unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna kick this guy out. Target him. He has to sacrifice his creature. And now we'll actually Alpha Strike this time. And I get a choice. Edge of Eternities, Murder at Karlov Manor, or Avatar. I'm going to go for Edge of Eternities. I actually have a fair few cards that could benefit from that. And, boop. Close enough. We did get the Shocker. It's nice. When this creature enters, create a lander token. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact, this creature does 2 damage to target opponent. I need to remember that this guy exists. He'd be really nice in a certain type of deck. Okay. This creature can't be blocked if he casts 2 or more spells this turn. Draw a card if he does deal damage. That's kind of like a worse version of actually quite a few cards that I have. When this creature enters, destroy up to 1 other target creature. That creature wasn't dealt damage this turn. Its controller deals 2 cards. It's actually kind of good, because I can use it on myself. From Companion is nice. Whenever he gets tapped, you gain 1 life. And also, from a graveyard to the bottom of a library. That's that, Remember when I was talking about the chandelier, the malevolent chandelier? This is like a better version of that. Some decent light cards. When this creature dies, create a lander token. Okay. Ooh, Comic Crawler. Yes. That's really good. It's a horror too. As lifelink, it also allows you to sacrifice creatures to get more powerful for a turn. This could be pretty good. Haste. It has warp. 3/3 with warp and haste. I think the most important thing is that comet crawler and maybe the beam saw. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. So we're gonna go into our decks. And I need to change over to shop view. And we are going to take a quick look and see if we can figure out how we're going to use these. Because Comet Crawler is actually really nice. It's like, I didn't expect it to be so nice when I first checked it out, but its lifelink is super duper useful in a very specific deck that I run. And that deck just is filled with horror creatures. So like Marlboro, the skittering guy that I already have in my deck. I can't remember what it's called. It's a 3 cost. This guy has that as well. And basically I use a bunch of banners, group banners to buff them all up. And resurrections to bring back Marlboro to harass the enemy into giving up all their cards and HP and exile a bunch of cards. And then the smaller creatures like these insectors like Skittermaw and Comet Crawler just keep the enemy like at bay while I just harass them with Marlboro. It's surprisingly good. The only issue with that particular deck is it is kind of expensive in terms of mana. This will add a little bit more lifelink into my deck. I think Elixir is actually working against me, so we'll get rid of that. Excuse me. And I don't think Water Spot Warden really works out, because yeah, sure, he has a decent amount of stats, but his main ability only comes into effect if you cast a creature spell, right? Tap target creature, that's sometimes useful, and it also has flash, which I always forget about. Mobster is a 2/1 for 3 with Connive. Honestly, not that great. Let's get rid of Mechanical Mobster. It puts me right back to the amount of cards I need. My voice is giving out. Feed the Swarm is also... Damn it. Feed the Swarm is also pretty good. Destroy target creature or enchantment an opponent controls and you lose life equal to that permanent mana value. The reason why that's good is because I really don't have that many ways to destroy enchantments. Each different mana value. Huh. Well, I don't really have too much of a card draw issue. Quake Mole, Paragon, Dragon Lord, or Random. Let's do a Random. We're looking to get more, you know, Muns. Malignus. Okay, I can work with that a little bit more. I do like this interface, by the way, compared to normal adventure interface. I think it's a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna mill myself for 4 cards. See what we get. I mean, regardless of what I milled, some of that stuff feels useful. Also, I probably should have counted how many creatures. 1 creature, so we're gonna hold off on casting our boy. What's this do? Whenever you play a spirit or arcane spell, you may put a key counter on the Baku. Remove X key counters, add X mana. Okay. It's like a mana nerd with extra steps. Our speed is increasing. We're up to 2 speed. I'm gonna go ahead and pilfer. I'm gonna try to throw away a creature, actually. Whenever a non-token creature you control is put into a graveyard from play, create a Saproling. Saproling? That's odd. You don't see Saproling decks very often. I'm gonna get rid of the doggo. Also, the enemy doesn't have any mana in hand. What's his thing? Mutant Warrior. Indestructible as long as it's attacked this turn. Proliferate twice. Oh god. He also has some pretty good stats, although he is expensive as sin, so I'm not that worried. I can take a hit. This is the pirate that draws a card and discards a card when he does a thing. Let's go ahead and do a Collector's Vault real quick. And I'm gonna toss this guy. And then from exile, we're gonna cast our boy. He's up to 3/3, nice. He'll get more powerful over time. And is it worth me doing Mind Drill? Because one more card in graveyard, I'll be able to actually get him to 5/5 instead of 2/5. Alright, by the way, max speed is indicated in your commander zone, which is weird. It feels weird when you first notice that. Alright, let's get Ultimisia. We'll toss the goblin. This guy is not flying. He looks like he would be flying. I keep forgetting that. Misleading ass heart. Okay. We have the option of actually pushing everything he has back into his hand. If I have one more mana. And what do we have to resurrect? Nothing all that good. Could also make him sacrifice a creature. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, now this is at 5/5. I'm gonna see if I can bait him into giving up his apes. Apes of Wrath. He did. Nice. That makes this 7/7 because both of those counted towards his power. And now it's 8/8. We're going to go ahead and keep the defossilize, just in case he finds a way to kill my this thing right here. Right. For the first time, we're using Teething Blade. And then I can craft with a creature, exile this artifact, exile a creature you control, and then return it to the battlefield, you know, as something else. That something else is something that drains the enemy every turn, if you're wondering. Unblocked attacking ninjas you control have lifelink. It seems like the deck doesn't actually have much of a focus, which is unfortunate. And we're going to attack with pretty much everything, honestly. I like cornered by... I like both of these, actually. So, cornered by black mages actually makes them sacrifice a creature, and I generate a wizard token as a result. And I'm betting you're seeing why the Samnophage is actually really good. No? Oh, like that. Okay. He's keeping up with the death of his units. I don't have enough mana for that. Let's do a collector's vault. About a goblin. And I think I'm just gonna Alpha Strike. Clicked outside the game. The Golgari germination is making this more difficult than it needs to be. He generates a Saproling token every time one of his non-token creatures dies. Oh, he killed my boy. Bring him back. Find him. Is he not like resurrectable using this thing? Is that actually exiled? Did he exile my boy? He exiled my boy. Alright, let's bring my other boy back. Okay, we won the first one. He never got enough mana to actually cast his real spell, his commander, by the way. It wasn't because of anything I was doing, he just never got enough mana. Let's go ahead and make him exile a card real quick. Let's see, what did he exile? It was a Saga that I've never seen. You gain 2 life, look at the top 3 cards of your library, exile one of them face down with a hatchling counter on it, then put the rest at the bottom of your library. Whenever Kami's egg or dragon you control dies, you may cast a creature spell from among them with hatchling counters. That's such a weird card. It doesn't really work all that well though, because it's completely possible to get one of the cards with that draw that's not a creature, you know? That 3-1? Yeah. Need 2 more mana for Odin. Could do this. Attack just with him. He blocks. Then I cast my boy, who can destroy a creature that was dealt damage this turn. Lifelink and Death Touch. Hey, I think... No, I don't have that. I could use Addict to get 2 more cards. Let's do this manually. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. That out. And then we attack using this. Didn't block, that's unfortunate. I'll get the goblin out as a result then. Alright. Okay. Make him weaker. I could have done that better, honestly. All saplings get 1/1. Interesting. Morph. 4 sapling creatures into play. He actually has nearly enough mana to... He has enough mana to actually do that. I think I've seen that card before from a different set. We're gonna... I can't do that yet. We'll unlock the other room here. This other room is give +1/0 to a creature and Death Touch if he's attacking alone. We're gonna blow up the Hermit using Odin and attack using the this boy. There we go. Yes, Death Touch. I don't fuck with that. Enter target spell. Kind of like Collector's Vault, but honestly, Lock on his own is doing the job, so... This time, instead of accidentally skipping through the prompt, I'm gonna cancel, or I'm gonna counter that spell. Could counter... Hey, wait. You must have discarded one of my Odin, because I could have sworn I had an Odin just now. Shit. I do like Combat Tutorial, but I also like Mind Drill, so we're going to get rid of Desperate Measures. Now Mind Drill should be able to do his full damage. I'm going to go ahead and do this first, though. I'm kind of sick of having to deal with this Barrelgoyf. Cancel that. I messed it up. I need to choose myself, then choose a creature. Okay. Sweet, I have Unsummon. That's actually pretty useful. Okay. Lock is dead. He stole my conceited witch. That's what happened. Didn't he? Or maybe he just had one. Never mind. Just a kicks. When he comes into play, add 3 black mana. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. It's also a bit of a pain in the ass. He's got his boy out. Okay, the good news is I should actually be able to outpace him in terms of like damage, and I clicked outside again. And the like how much damage he's doing and my lifelink. So he'll die before this becomes a problem. Let's go ahead and use the surveil from Mind Drill to see what's coming up in my whole shit. It didn't pop up in the prompt I thought it would be. He is actually putting a lot of cards into his graveyard, by the way. Okay. Commander needs to come out. Both of these can go into my graveyard. I'm gonna kick the creature I just got out so that he has to sacrifice a card. It's down to 10 HP. Next turn I should be able to do Time Warp. HP. That thing's scary. Okay, weirdly enough, I should be able to just basically kill him with Galleon Beast. And then we pay that mana and exile a shit ton of cards. Okay, and we get a free turn. Get that out. Do this again. Another 8 damage coming his way, and he is dead. I got 104 credits out of that. It was a medium opponent. 3 credits, life total difference, 2 credits. Hey, you get credits for a life total difference? I didn't know that. It wasn't very much, honestly, but whatever. Okay, let's go to shop view. Was I in shop view that whole time? Son of a bitch. So this particular section is actually like permanent upgrades. For example, I could sacrifice my HP for credits, which we don't want to do. I can sacrifice my credits for HP, so 250 credits increases my max HP by 1. I could use credits to add more booster packs in the selections after I win. Cards lost in anti-matches will be available immediately in the card shop, which I didn't know was a thing. 10% bonus to match winnings. Improves all sell percentages by 1%. Improves chance of getting a random rarer after a match by 15%. First mulligan is free. Quest challenges become available more frequently. That'd be really nice because I know that quests get you paid in this. Yeah, I think I did a quest on a different, or a challenge on a different save file, and that got me like 1,000 gold. You can also buy plants and animals as well. I don't know what the difference is, so I'm just gonna get a plant. And I can upgrade them. Okay. I think I start with that plant, by the way. So if I were to... What's that? Editor? Nope. Home? Oh, we're still in shop view. Okay. And shop view. And... Well, let's take a look at what we have. Maximum Overdrive looks great. Taking it. Infestation Sage is actually pretty good too. When it dies, it creates a 1/1 insect token. Doesn't sound like much, but I mean, it's a real cheap way to get 2 blockers out in the end. There's no stuff here. There's no Duskborn here. So we're gonna sell some stuff. I don't see myself using Avatar. Well, I guess if I want to make a 4-color deck, that would be pretty nice. But everything that would have to go into it, like I would need ways to waterbend, earthbend, firebend, and airbend in order to actually make full use out of them. And plus all the lands I would need, the dual lands and stuff. I don't know. That's a really nice card. Everything else sells terribly. I think we're gonna sell some of our highest things. Mill 3 cards into your hand. 3/3. Choose a creature type, you get an emblem. Creatures you control of the chosen type have 3/3 and vigilance and hexproof. So that must be the real benefit going green there. I'm gonna keep that one because that seems good. I'm gonna sell this one. And Avatar Aang, I'm sorry. It sucks that I'm selling it, but I do really need to improve my my money gains here. So I need more money. I still need more money. Kinda don't want to sell the Undergrowth Recon though. I'll do it anyway. I am getting that money, right? I'm up to 507. Alright, wait, maybe I have to close out of the bazaar and reopen it. Okay, cool. So we want banker, and we want this one. Give a bonus of 10% of the match winnings, improve sell percentage by 1%, and that's it, honestly. And the next one, 750 gold. Okay. So basically we increase the amount of money we'll be getting down the line. That's not what we wanted. I clicked deck editor. Shit. Okay, cool. We want to stay in quest deck editor, if you're wondering. And the reason is because deck editor doesn't really do anything for us. Alright, sort by cost. We got a really nice maximum overdrive. That's what it's called. And the reason why it's nice is indestructible and lifelink, right? Right? That's what it does. Death touch and indestructible, whatever. It's really nice. Water spout, you're gone. You're gone. You're out of here. All right. Save that. Chatterfang. Oh my god, I'll get my ass kicked so bad. If it's actually a full-on scroll deck, I'd get my ass kicked so bad. Let's do it. And this time, remember to put it in the right view. I can work with this. Fountain Pour makes it so I can get an island. And overall, it's a pretty nice amount of mana we're getting here. Power Fist. If creature has trample, whenever this creature deals damage, put that many 1/1 counters on it. I used to use this exact piece of equipment when I was doing a scroll deck a while back. So, you know, that's bad news for me because I know it works real well. Let's crack the fountain port. Okay. I can agree with that. Shatterfang's already out, that's fine because we can unsummon him. The worst part about Power Fist is it gives trample, by the way. God, Death Touch, Indestructible, can't attack or block unless you control another creature with 4 or greater power. Okay. Okay, we'll attack with everything. We'll use Undying Malice on that. Also, no, I can't. So this will produce a Lander token and also bring him back stronger. I could use a Lander token to bring in another island. And I would love to do Decode Transmission, but I don't have enough mana. Oh, he took it. Oh, he took my shit. Oh, he took my shit. That's not good. It's really not good. Also, he's already strong enough to get the god able to do stuff. Cancel that. We need to get Ultimisia out. Goblin Firebomb is actually really nice. And that's actually really nice too, so we're gonna keep both of these. And we'll have to play defensively. Guess we'll block both of these just to get them into my graveyard. I'm scrying right now. Firebomb, you're coming out. Firebomb, you're going to be used. I need 7 mana. Shit. I might be dead by the time I get a chance to use the Firebomb. Okay, Goblin Firebomb, Shatterfang. He's up to 17. Or like 17 1/1s. Oh my god. Okay, that makes it so that this can't attack either, I'm pretty sure. He's eating me alive. I can't attack, otherwise both of them will kill me. Okay. Yeah, it's something that was just draining me. It's very unlucky. He pulled the gauntlet immediately. I can work with this. Get rid of him. 'Cause he's only really good down the line. Let's see if they block that. They did not. Despondency. Did he just poison me? He does poison. Okay. What the hell am I listening to? Next up is Long River's Pole. Okay. Yeah, he has 0 attack. -1, actually. Alright, what's next on the list is this guy. I can plot him right now. And next turn I can cast him for free. Might get poisoned to death before I can though. What's he doing? What did he just do? Did he put a land that puts itself back into his hand every turn? Interesting. Weird. Apparition, so I can block that that ploy. I should have Long River then. I'm gonna blow up his Chatterfang. Regenerated that, didn't it? How much do I have? I need 4, 5, 6. Let's do it. Gonna get rid of everything he has on the table. It's probably not my best move, but it at least stalls him out a little bit. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Commander time. Transmissions and Dragon Wyvern is okay. Let's get transmission out though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hate to do it, but I'm gonna use Decode without doing the warp first. Alright, unsummon my boy. Now that's back into my hand. I'm gonna do a gold pick, and maybe next turn I'll be able to actually use that. Also, I should check to see what's coming up. Cryogen Relic, okay. We'll let that through. We can relic that. Give me an extra turn on that. Tithing Blade. Worth. Shit, I don't have the mana for it. Equip the Sorceress with a pick. See if we can attack using it. Diversion unit is okay, but we'll just avoid that one. Now we Tithing Blade. Yeah, you got rid of the Infect, which is real good. What's coming up? Yeah, Combat Tutorial. It's an okay spell. Gonna go ahead and block. A vault 12. Each player gets 3 rad counters, where X is the total number of rad counters. Put 2, 1, 1 on each creature you control. That's a zombie or a mutant. Well, that's bad news for me. Because we're going to get 6 mutants out immediately. Well, it's Fountain Port. We need another black mana. And then we crack the Fountain Port. Okay. Gleaming Barrier. I'll block those boys. Derelict Attic could go back. And the Hero's Downfall is just useful in general. Oh, only 3 because I already have toxin counters. That makes sense in a weird way. Hero's Downfall on you. That god is indestructible. I'd have to exile him, and I think the only way I can is if he sacrifices it himself, which means I'd have to kill all of these. We're on the defensive right now. They both have to have the touch. I can't just attack because he has enough stuff to actually block me. Well, at this point, we need to thin them out. That's not gonna work. We're gonna have to just pay attention for an opportunity to use the Long River pole. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, he won both of those. This is exactly what I was expecting when I saw Chatterfang. Just him beating the shit out of me. Let's see here. It's been about 2.5 hours, so I think I will call it here, actually. If we can... We got decent new cars. We got a few upgrades as well. So, we're doing it. Oh, we had a win streak of 6, by the way. I'm pretty sure all of that was during the this particular stream too. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good time. You know, do the like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff.